Hi everybody, welcome back to Step by Step Stories. Thank you for following us on Instagram and Facebook. My name is Mrs. Digby and I'm going to be teaching you a little bit today about understanding anxiety. Alright, anxiety is kind of a word that we hear a lot, okay? And sometimes it's hard for people to really understand what that means. And anxiety is all about just having worried thoughts about what's going on, yourself, that kind of stuff, okay? I'm going to say about what is going on in your life, okay? Some people feel anxious about what's happened in their life and they dwell upon that. Some people are anxious about what's going on in their present life and what's going, and what's happening with that. Some people are anxious about what's going to happen in the future, okay? But anxiety is something that all of us go through. We all have to figure out a way to try and manage it as best as we can. Unfortunately, there are a lot of different ways that we can do it. So let's talk first about just really understanding what it looks like and what it sounds like. So what does anxiety look like? How do you know if you are feeling anxious, okay, or if you're feeling worried about something? For a lot of people, you may have trouble sleeping, okay? So either it makes you sleep a lot, you just don't feel like getting out of bed because you're feeling really tired and exhausted all the time, okay? Or it could mean that you can't sleep at all. You're lying in bed in the middle of the night and you keep thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking about what's going on and what you can possibly do, okay? So anxiety also can show itself with the way that a person's eating habits change, okay? So you eat differently, okay? Some people eat too much, okay, and they just find that they just constantly want to eat stuff. Some people eat too little. They just don't have that appetite, and because they're feeling kind of worried all the time, they just don't feel like that's something that they want to do, okay? Anxiety also can look like someone that is moving around too much, okay? Moving too much or moving too little, okay? You just can't kind of feel like you can stop and just breathe and just pull yourself together. You're thinking about things too much, okay? What does anxiety sound like? What are the kinds of things you hear when you're feeling anxious or somebody that you know is feeling anxious? You may hear somebody talking negatively, okay? They're always talking about things that are not, things that are worrying them over and over and over again. They're having a hard time finding solutions, okay? That's called being sort of in a little bit of a negative space for long, long periods of time, okay? People who are anxious may complain, okay? They complain about a lot of things. And people who are anxious, you may also be just very quiet. You don't really want to talk to anybody or anyone about anything, okay? These are all kind of indicators about whether you're feeling anxious or that somebody that you know and care and are around, that they're feeling anxious. All right, but what can you do? You're gonna just sit there, okay? Fortunately, as human beings, we have the ability every single day to stop, to change, actually every single second. Stop, change, and try and learn a little bit more about ourselves and make a change, okay? So how can you work with feeling anxious? Okay? You can think about what are your triggers, okay? Really try and find some quiet time and think about what is it that you're worried about. And once you know what it is that you're worried about, then you can kind of find a plan, okay? once you know what your triggers are, you can come up with a plan. Okay. If you are if you are worried about something, you can talk to someone. Okay, you can talk to someone in your family, you can talk to a close friend. Okay, there are lots of doctors out there that you can talk to your family doctor and say, you know what, I'm just really feeling anxious all the time. You can talk to family, friends, okay, doctors, okay, and really what you're doing is you're trying to find ways strategies to cope and work through it, and to just really understand what's actually happening. Sometimes when you're feeling worried about something, it gets so caught up in your head that you lose a little bit of track of what the real here and now is. Okay, so you want to, really try and keep mindful of where you're at and what you can do to try to manage as best as you can. Okay, so relax, be mindful, okay? And you know what? Be proud. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of the fact that you are who you are, and that we're all working through feelings of worriedness. Okay, there are different options available, and there are lots of people and places that you can go to find solutions to try. Thanks so much for joining us. Have an awesome day. Bye.